Okay, this is a reply to, well, I want to pronounce it Uche Orieh. I probably fucked it up. The video is titled Obama Biden versus NRA GOP Alex Jones and Fake Hunters. Now, basically, I agree with you, UK. And just tell me how it's really pronounced, and I'm just going to pretend that I'm saying it that way in advance, right? The general vibe, I agree with you. And in the sense that, to the degree that I disagree with you, I'm sympathetic to just the frustration of, like, don't just fight them on everything. I mean, it's ridiculous, the gun law paranoia, considering how every other Western, and for that matter, Japan, any industrialized trade partner type nation, we have such more liberal, ironically, gun laws, allowing a lot of guns, that, you know, we're just so far away from being from any tipping point into Mao is taking over, you know. Or it's just, right? Now, on the other hand, what I've been thinking is I like this well-regulated militia. I mean, if people actually had to be in a civilian army, you know, where, you know, what kind of guns do you want to have? You want to have an armored vehicle with a armed, you know, 75 millimeter machine gun or whatever? You know, that might be okay if really you're entrusted with defense of the nation. And in that case, I would say the gun turret on that vehicle isn't the most useful part. But when there's floods, you might be able to tow trapped cars with people in them out of the water with something like that. In other words, I see the militia as you know, protecting us against anything that harms us as a community on whatever scale. So I agree, why don't you go do this, why don't you go do that? But I probably support the right to bear arms a little more than you, but I mean, basically, it doesn't matter to me. I support, yeah, why not let guys have tanks, and if they have, you know, 100 acres, they could go around and blow things up. You know, but I've never even shot an animal with the gun, but I shot a lot of bottles and, you know, cartons and things. And cans. Fuck the cans. No, and it's entertaining. It's too bad people aren't responsible enough to just do that, and yeah, maybe keep it if there's some insurrection or gang or outburst or, you know, protecting yourself in a riot or any of these super rare things. But the thing is, people don't really have guns with this sense of responsibility. And also, it's just so frustrating, the paranoia that they are raising on this kind of issue. Like, the end is nigh. I mean, it's just that's what's so annoying too. That's what drives me to a distraction. I'm perfectly fine with America allowing more guns than your Europe and Japan and all the sane nations of the world, but I would like, if we're going to be that way, well, you just, gun deaths are what you deal with for your freedom, then why do we have to take our shoes off getting onto a plane and stuff? Couldn't we just in general be like, well, you know what, I might be on a hijacked plane, I guess I'll just, you know, take my chances, and, you know, at least these guys that can't get into the cockpit anymore. What's the problem with that? It's kind of bravery if we're going to be so brave. But the bottom line too is, if you're going to look at it statistically, we have more guns. We don't have more crazy people, right? So it's the crazy people that are killing the kids. Right, but we don't have more of those. We have more guns. So what do you conclude from that? But anyway, so I know. I mean, this is just the thoughts I had after watching your video. Cheers.